I didn't even realize someone actually caught a bullet. So, walk me through exactly what went down. Cut the lies. This woman, Olivia Clendinnen, was playing a husband and a boyfriend who had no clue the other existed until a party. And a quick shout out to Daniel. I am beyond thrilled to see him bouncing back after that hellish ordeal. Clendinnen snatches a piece and lets off 8 rounds. What happened after the smoke cleared? We're taking you inside the box for an interrogation you won't believe. This is Law and Crime. Olivia Clendinnen worked as a dance coach while juggling a husband and a boyfriend on the side. Yeah, both. The kicker is neither man knew about the other. It was smooth sailing until New Year's Day, 2025, when they both showed up at the same bash. According to the state prosecutors, that is when they realized they were sharing the same woman. Olivia heard the news and just completely snapped. She rolls up to the house, pulls a gun, and starts spraying the whole party with lead. She fired 8 shots and nailed a guy who had zero skin in this game. Daniel Johnson was just chilling on the porch. We have trial footage courtesy of WLWT in Cincinnati, where he recounts the nightmare Clendinnen put him through. But let's circle back to her. After the shooting, cops grilled her, and this is the moment she realizes someone actually got hit. I had no idea. How did a messy love triangle turn into a drive-by that landed this woman behind bars for a long time? Here is the breakdown. You better buckle up for this one. Olivia was married to Zach Howard, but prosecutors say she was still messing with her ex-boyfriend, Corey. Like I said, neither guy had a clue about the other. It was a total disaster. Everything boiled over on New Year's Eve, 2025. Per the Warren County prosecutor, both men were at a party on Darth Road in Clearcreek Township that night. Realizing they were dating the same girl, Olivia found out they were together and, by her own admission, went nuclear. She tried ringing her husband, but he wouldn't pick up the phone. So she hops in her mom's Jeep and heads for the party with her mother-in-law in the passenger seat. She gets there, goes inside, and tells police later that things got ugly fast from that point on. Olivia claims Corey tried to force himself on her, but she shot him down. After a heated argument, she claims Corey the ex handed her a .40 caliber handgun. She says he told her to just scare them. She climbs into the back and fires 8 shots while pulling away. One of those bullets found Daniel Johnson. He was only 29 years old. He was a guest just minding his business on the porch when a slug tore through his stomach. Olivia peeled out of there, but she did not get very far. She wrecked her mom's Jeep on McLean Road. A neighbor called the cops, who found her banged up at the scene. The car was trashed, and right there was a .40 caliber pistol with a magazine and a stray round. Medics patched her minor injuries at the hospital and drew blood for a tox screen. She admitted to 3 whiskeys, but she didn't know yet that her shots actually connected with someone. Daniel was rushed to the ER on life support. He had surgery and is lucky to even be breathing. For a while, it was touch and go for him. Meanwhile, Olivia is sitting in the hot seat. She starts off playing dumb, saying she does not know why she was there or how she crashed. She claims she's in the dark about everything else. But the detective? He isn't buying it. We just got the Bodycam footage from that night, plus the interrogation tapes. This is the fresh release. Look, you've got the right to stay quiet. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. Got it? You have the right to a lawyer, and to have them sit in while we talk. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you before any questioning. If that's what you want, you can decide to use these rights whenever, and just stop answering or making statements. You understand your rights? All right then. I need you to circle that, initial it, sign, and date. First off, let me ask, do you even know why you're here? You're clueless? I mean, I wrecked and they did a blood draw. Said I was busted for a DUI at the hospital. Right. But besides that, you got nothing? No? Okay. Yeah. Not just the wreckage inside. She says she was alone in the car when it happened. Says she just totaled the thing. Neighbors come out, cops show up, that's it. But the detective knows there's more to the story. Zach Howard? Yeah, my husband. And Corey is my ex-boyfriend. Those guys are his friends. This is Zach. Well, Zach Brown. And Zach Cox. Those are the ones we're beefing with. Why the drama? Because they hate me. They don't want me around him because of our history. We're always fighting. Corey and I don't get along. so they'll do anything to tear us apart. They called him and said I was going to dinner with my husband this weekend. She says she went to her mother-in-law's around midnight and stayed until 5 or 6 a.m. Just talking. I was just talking to her, trying to explain that I don't have anyone else. I've got nobody. My friends hate me because of the guy I chose, and he and we don't even get along. So, I had no one. I went to her place to vent and she was there for me. Then she tells the cops about driving past that party. Yeah, around Darth Circle. So, 1, 2, 3. Because I knew my husband was hanging out with my ex. Where? At my ex's place in Springboro. Okay. Right near Route 123 and Widener 741. I just left my mother-in-law's. Where's Corey live? In Springboro. Is that the house you were talking about? Yeah, right. And okay. This is his house. He's got a place right up this road. Got it. And there's a crossroad right here. Okay. I just wanted to drive up the hill to see if my husband was still there before I went home. Didn't see his car. So I kept going, trying to call him. He won't answer and I keep telling him, please call me. Talk to me. He won't say a word and I'm losing my mind. I was ready to head home when I slammed into the guardrail. What were you so mad about? He wouldn't talk to me. My husband. Did you call him when you crashed? Yes, I did. Because I'd already tried calling him a bunch of times before that. He doesn't answer. But then he finally picks up and I'm like, I just trashed the car because of you. Where are you? But you knew exactly where he was. You saw his car, right? Yeah. No. His car wasn't there. I tried. I just drove by to see if he was still there or with that other person, but he was gone. So I was like, whatever. And I just kept ringing his phone to see where he was. He wouldn't pick up. I totaled my car, my mom's car, then I called him again. He finally answered and I asked, where the hell are you? Where'd he say he was? He wouldn't tell me, so I said, Zach, I just got into a wreck. I might be hurt. And he didn't care. I was like, forget it, and hung up. So you were fuming. Yeah, I'm pretty pissed right now. Yeah, exactly. Because me and my ex are both heated at both of them. We're split up, but they're still messing with us, even though they actually hate each other. It's not fair to me, and I tried to tell them both. Just leave me alone. But neither of them would. I drove past Corey's. His car wasn't in the driveway. So I'm asking, where is he? And that's when the drinks really started hitting me. Like, oh my God, I just need to get home. I'm raging because I was going to call my husband on my mom's phone. Headed home, I almost used my mom's cell to hit him up. Then I realized he'd recognized the number. The detective sits back, then drops the hammer. You pulled the trigger. I've hit gun shows, but never for kicks. I don't own a piece. So why was there a heater in your ride? There wasn't. Never kept a strap in any of my whips. I'm not buying this crap. Your story is total fiction. Who caught lead tonight? Not Zachary or Corey. We found the gun and a spent mag at the crash site. Either you're playing me or covering for a total idiot. Keep quiet and you're going down for this too. I know you're fronting. The pieces finally fit. You know someone got popped. I didn't know. Start talking. No more fairy tales. I was with my mother-in-law. Like I said, we were just out. You're wasting time. Some rave? Actually, I was drinking. Throwing back whiskey while she had some spiked juice. Went to Corey's to grab my husband, Zachary. Things got heated. A massive brawl with Corey. Finally, some truth. We doing this for real now? Yeah. Lying's a dead end. I'm ready to talk. I was tipsy, but I remember everything. Tell me. Corey and I got into it. He tried to force himself on me. At his spot, when I went to get my man. This was earlier. He got handsy. I told him to back off. Partying for the cameras? No, I never said that. I just wanted my husband away from those drugs. Then the guys started getting rowdy and loud. Corey handed me the iron. To do what? To spook her. Then what happened? I'm peeling out. They're chasing me, yelling. I lost it. I fired. Who'd you hit? I aimed for the house. Just the house. Twice. 2 shots? Yeah. I'm no shooter. I was just winging it, not aiming at anyone. Corey just shoved it at me. Here. Take this. Don't care whose gun it is. You used it to scare them. You tagged someone. I swear I had no clue. But you shot right at the house. Yeah. Aimed at the garage area. That's where I fired. I didn't know. Then the detective reveals the victim. Daniel got hit. Daniel? Straight in the gut. He's on life support because of you. I can't believe it. It just doesn't feel real. Is he gonna make it? I don't have that answer. You didn't even know him. He never even touched you. He was tight with the crew I knew, so that's why the lead flew. She was seeing red and blasted the wrong guy. Now Daniel's paying the price for my mess. Got it. How did you snag the heater, Corey? That was Corey's piece? All right. Where'd you grab it from? He handed it to me from the top drawer in his bedroom dresser. Right by the door. There's 3 middle or top drawers, and it was right there in the center. You in the room when he gave it to you? Yeah. He just said, "Take this. Use it to spook 'em." Those were his exact words. "Take this. Just go scare 'em." So you headed out with the iron in your hand. Then they started talking smack, getting louder and louder. My blood was boiling, and I told them to back off, but they just kept yapping. As I'm walking away, they're chasing me down, calling me names and acting wild. I just asked if they were on foot. No, I was in the ride, trying to leave. They were acting stupid while I was exposed, so I just took off. Yeah, heading straight up that steep hill. It's a real climb right there. Anyone sitting on the porch? I didn't see a soul. Oh, wait, I see now. No. Just Daniel, some guy I didn't even know, and my husband. So, as you're heading toward, from the car, you just turned and let it off? No. I was inside the ride on the driveway. I was behind the wheel pulling out when it happened. I never stepped out of the car. Passenger side or driver's? Driver's side. 2 pops. Yeah, and I had 0 clue anyone actually got hit. None at all. Can I ask something? Which way was your car facing in that driveway? Toward the shed. And you fired from the driver's seat? Yeah. Because I was backing out just like this. Okay. 1 shot toward the garage, up the hill, then left. Where was she when the heat turned up? She wasn't with me when it went down. She wanted no part of that heat. My mom had already bailed. The piece was in the car. But after the wreck, I figured it probably flew out. It stayed on the floor by the passenger seat. Did your mother-in-law ever step out to face them? No way. She stayed in the ride? Yeah. Did she know you were packing when you got in? She did. She saw Corey hand it over because I asked what she thought. She had nothing to say, just total silence. What happened after you popped off? What'd she say then? She lost it. Just screaming and crying. Let me out. Get me away from her. Where'd she go? No idea. Haven't talked to her since. All right. You're being booked right now. You're heading to the unit. Everything she said in that room is going straight to the DA. The jury came back with a guilty verdict for attempted murder, 2 counts of felony assault, and illegally discharging a firearm into a home. Months later, on March 26, 2026, Olivia Clendinnen sat in a Warren County courtroom for her sentencing. First, the victim, Daniel Johnson, had his say. Before that night, he was just a guy at a New Year's party. Now he's facing the woman who nearly took his life. He's about to tell her exactly what she stole from him. That night, I was just there for a New Year's hangout. I was an invited guest, chilling on the porch, bothering nobody. The defendant was aiming for someone else, but I'm the one who took the bullet. In a second, my whole world flipped for no reason. He told the court the shooting left him with chronic pain and stomach issues. Then, it was Clendinnen's turn. Your Honor, I respect this court and its decision. I just want to say I care deeply for my family, my work, and the people who count on me. I'm proud of what I've done for this community and the kids I've coached, basically helping their parents raise them. And I plan to keep doing that in the future. And to Daniel, man, I'm just so glad he's finally back on his feet after that hellish ordeal. I'm pulling for the guy and hope he finds some real peace down the road. Thanks. All right, thanks. Look, the judge has definitely heard more than enough today. The judge hit Olivia Clendinnen with 16 to 20.5 years, the absolute max. As she was hauled out, her lawyer talked appeal. That's a wrap for On the Case. Follow us on YouTube and Spotify, or stream on Peacock. I'm Chris Stewart. See ya.